Hi beauties, happy welcome to this new video. My name is Pia. I'm an astrologer and manifestation coach. And in this reading, I'm doing a pick a pile reading, and we are going to see what's your soul's essence. So, what is the kind of energy that you are radiating naturally without trying, without doing anything, and how you are impacting others with that energy. So it's really about your uniqueness. As I said, it's going to be a pick a pile reading, meaning that you can choose from three different items, and based on which item you chose, you are going to see your specific reading. As you know, these are collective readings, so if something doesn't resonate fully, that's usually normal because, as I said, I'm reading for a collective and not everything is going to fit you. With that said, I also wanted to mention that I am doing one-on-one sessions. You can book a reading from me from 30 minutes to 60 minutes. And then there's also an option for specific questions that you want to have answered. You just can send me your question, and I send you back a voice message that is about 10 to 15 minutes long. So if you are interested in working with me, if you are curious about something, if you just want to know more about your soul and what makes you unique, then you can book a session with me, and I will put the link in the description box below. So, yeah, let's get into the reading, I would say. You can choose today from three different cards, oracle cards that I pulled from my deck, which is, by the way, very beautiful oracle cards deck. It's called Alchemy of the Spirit. It looks like this. And I pulled three cards before the reading, and whatever card resonates with you the most is going to be your reading. I will also insert a picture of all the three cards in the video so that you can just pause the video for a moment and just feel into it. But I'm going to show the cards for you now. So pile one is going to be this beautiful card here. And the card is called The House, and it looks like this. So if you're resonating with this, then this is your reading, pile one, The House. And it's, by the way, the number five, so maybe you're resonating with five. Then the second card is going to be the waterfall, the second pile, the waterfall, it's called. And it's the number 15 or 6. So if you are feeling called to choose this card, then pile 2 is your reading. And the third card is going to be this lighthouse. And it's the number 20 or 2. And if you're resonating with the lighthouse, then this is your reading, pile 3. So as I said, I'm going to blend in a photo here so that you can just quickly pause the reading if you want to, and choose your pile. Yeah, and I would say without further ado, let's get into pile 1. Also, by the way, please let me know which pile you chose in the comments, and if it resonated with you, I always love to hear your feedback. So if you're feeling called to do that, then please let me know. Also, of course, if you are interested in more videos of me, then just please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And let's get into it. Alrighty. So pile 1, the house. So the first question I'm going to ask here is, what is your soul's essence? So what kind of energy are you radiating without even trying? Let's see what we got here. Pile 1. What is Pawan's soul essence? What are they radiating without even trying? Hmm, interesting. I get immediately a vibe, yeah. Okay. So what I pulled for you, Palwan, is you have the Three of Wands and you have the Sun card, which is beautiful. So what I'm seeing with you is you are an adventurous spirit. You have like this very positive aura about you. I feel like everybody kind of wants to be around you or feels excited to be around you. You have a lot to talk about. I feel like you're somebody who has traveled the world already for yeah, for many, many times, and you have been to a lot of places. You have a lot of stories to tell, and you're just somebody who just wants to be out of their comfort zone. You want to, experience new things. You just like to, yeah, challenge yourself. And I feel like that's something that other people really feel inspired by. They really like your adventurous spirit, um, yeah, just your openness to the world, your adaptability to the world as well. I feel like you're somebody who just like, yeah, gets along with everybody, although you might not feel comfortable or you yourself feel sometimes maybe, yeah, not comfortable with everybody, but you just seem to come to get along with everybody. And that makes people really, really excited to be around, as I said. And they feel very welcome in your energy. And there is a lot of joy to you. I feel like maybe you yourself, you don't really realize how much joy you bring to other people. You don't realize how, yeah, how you are brighten up their day if you're around them. It's just something about you that, as I said, you don't even have to try. You don't even have to do anything. It's just something that you are radiating, and people can really feel it, and they feel just like, yeah, they just feel like excited to be around you. And yeah, that's what I'm getting from this. Let me think about. What I'm also seeing with you is that you definitely have a sensitivity to you that is very deep. I feel like you're not only because there are people who are just very bright, very shiny, very popular, maybe, but they don't have too much depth to them. That's not at all what I'm getting from you. I feel like you have depth. Your soul has depth. You have been through a lot, but you just don't. Um, People also feel that you have been through a lot, but it's not something that you will show or something that is very obvious. I feel like it's a little bit more. Um, it's a little bit more hidden, but people do feel your depth. That's what I want to say. Like people do feel your depth, but it's not that it's going to be heavy or anything. You just have this very beautiful way of expressing your depth in a very positive, very bright way. So people love that about you, that you have so much depth, but that your expression is very light. I hope that makes sense. Um, you have a big heart, and you are just somebody who cherishes relationships, your especially your close relationships. I feel like you are very loyal to the people around you, to your friends. You have friends that are very loyal to you, and you just love to, yeah, you just love to travel with your soul sisters and just have fun and get out there, be optimistic, and just have fun, live your life in a very beautiful, beautiful way. So, wow, yeah. that's what I'm getting from your essence group number one. It's already pretty beautiful. So I already kind of expressed how your energy impacts others. So how people feel in your presence, the effect you have on your surroundings. I already kind of mentioned that, but I'm kind of checking if there's something else that I haven't like talked about that maybe wants to come through still. Let's see, how are people impacted by group number one and their energy? How are people impacted by group number one and their energy? Oh, beautiful. We have the seventh house, we have partnerships. So that's just another confirmation to what I just said. But I feel like, yeah, your relationships are very important to you in this life. And I feel like that you are just somebody who, as I said, gets along with a lot of people. I feel like you have this like very, mm, because the seventh house is Libra ruled, and Libra is an air sign that is very, very smart when it comes to relationships, or like it's very adaptable. As I said, you can adapt to many, many situations. I feel like you're somebody who just gets along with a lot of different groups of people, and um and you just fit into many, many groups, although you are so unique by yourself. But yeah, you're just like a very your energy has a little bit of a chameleon vibe, I can see, and that's why you attract a lot of people to you, and you attract a lot of like yeah, just friendships and people who just want to be friends with you. That's what I'm getting here. um Also, what I'm now feeling or sensing is that you might especially also impact your partners. Part in partnerships, your energy might um, impact your partners a lot. So I feel like you're maybe somebody who yeah, has a lasting impression on your partners. So that means that, you know, you are the one they don't forget about, or you are the one they always have in their heart, or you are the one that kind of like stirred up something in them that is very deep, and you know, they always going to think about you positively. I feel like that's something that I can feel with this. You are not just an ex-girlfriend or an ex-boyfriend. If I'm talking to a man, you are somebody who, you know, who stays with people, who has a lasting impression on them, and especially your partners feel like that. So that's very, very beautiful. Let me feel into this. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, you brighten up everything. Yeah, you have a very, very beautiful um lightness to you that is also very much impacting your long-term relationships. Okay, so that's that. Then let's see what the next question is. What unique gifts or traits are you meant to express more boldly? So that's really a call from the universe to kind of let you know what you can step into even more, what can you embrace even more within you, what is the energy that wants to come out, that wants to come through you even more. So that's something that I'm going to ask now. So let's the energy that wants to come through more. How can they boldly embrace that, step into that? Oh, that's beautiful. The mother star. So Okay, this is there are many, many options with this. So either you are on the journey to motherhood, which means that you are basically encouraged from the universe to really tap into your inner mother and also like, embrace more of your nurturing qualities, of your caring qualities, of your motherly qualities. Um, Mothers are very protective of their, of what they care about. So maybe that's something that, yeah, you want to step into more like a protective energy of what you like protecting what you really care about. That can also be just projects you have, it doesn't have to mean like literal motherhood. For some of you, it might mean that you are going to be a mom soon, or that you're on the way of becoming a mom, like you're already pregnant, or that this is going to happen in the next few years. There are different ways like this can manifest, but for some of you, this might be just you, deeply caring about your projects, about your work projects, or about, the people in your life, especially with what I just saw before. I feel like you are maybe even somebody who is meant to like be a mother for many, many people, for the people around you, but in a positive way, not in a overbearing way, but just like a nurturing force in their life that they can come to, that they can, reach out to if they need nurturing. And yeah, you're just like, this is something that you can embrace more in you even. And maybe there are some things, some fears that are, blocking you from sometimes like showing yourself like fully, or like showing up as that motherly figure. But this is really the universe saying yes to you being like more embracing of your mother energy. Also, what I'm feeling with this is that you might want to, like, I feel like you are somebody already who says yes to life consistently, but this is a card that talks about saying yes to life. So what I'm getting with this is as well is you might have been in a little bit of a period where you were like more to yourself even, or you were like maybe feeling like you needed to protect your own energy, and that's why you needed to be a little bit in a hermit mode, in a hermit phase. But now the universe is really saying, hey, like we got you, you have like developed your sense of self. You don't need to, um, yeah, you don't need to protect your energy even more. So just go out into the world and say yes to opportunities, because you are really meant to impact a lot of people. You're really meant to share your gifts with a lot of people. And the more you can really embrace your caring nature and your positive vibes and your openness to the world, the more you are going to feel fulfilled. So this hermit phase needed to happen for you, but now you are ready to say yes again to opportunities, to external, you know, events that might bring you closer to where you actually need to be. So that's something that I'm getting from this as well. And then let's see what's the next question here. Okay, so the fourth question is what's currently holding you back from fully expressing your uniqueness? Okay, so what's currently holding you back from fully expressing your uniqueness? Holding group number one back from fully expressing your uniqueness. Mhm. Get another clarification card on this. Yeah, what I'm getting with this is maybe you're holding back currently, being almost being too charming, or yeah, okay. Okay, so what I'm getting with this is that you might have attracted a lot of people to you in the past that weren't really getting, that weren't really sure what your intentions were. Like you are just like so naturally charming and so naturally uh, open that some people who might not be like that might misinterpret that as you having more intentions, or you having like um yeah, serious intentions with them. I feel like this is very much like this is coming through in partnerships mainly, or romantic relationships. Maybe a lot of like, dependent on which gender you are, maybe a lot of girls or guys have like misunderstood your charm for you wanting more, or for you, having more intentions with them. And that's why you almost feel a little bit hesitant to be that charming with people, because in the past you haven't, yeah, you haven't, yeah, you maybe had like some conflicts that were like created from that, and that made you very hesitant to actually be the charming person that you are. But what this is saying here is that you are moving in a very, very beautiful direction with this, and that you don't have to like hold that part of you in. I feel like it's just about you being aware that some people might misinterpret that as, you having more intentions, or you having like serious intentions. And just knowing that, and just being aware of that, and being true to who you are, and expressing, if you are feeling called to express, hey, this is just the way I am, please don't misinterpret that, then this is, what you are called to do. So I feel like, you know, I feel like sometimes, or right now, you are still a little bit hesitant to really express that charming nature, but the universe really wants you to allow yourself to do that. And if people are misinterpreting that, then that's not necessarily your fault. It's just about you being aware of how that could affect people, and then just being honest with them and open with them in the process. But yeah, don't hold back on your, charming nature, because this is literally something that, makes you unique and makes you beautiful. And the universe doesn't want you to hold it in, to hold it back. So yeah, that's something that I can see from this here. All right. Yeah. Okay, so the last question I got for you. Okay, so how can you now embody your soul signature, your essence, with more confidence, even? So, what is something that you can do in order to even more step into your confidence, shine more bright? Like, it's just a little bit of an advice from the universe in the last cards. Okay, interesting. So for some of you, you might feel a fear of making decisions, and this might block you sometimes um, from. Okay, before I'm talking more, I'm just gonna get another card on this here. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that in order to be more confident in your essence, I feel like it's about you really seeing that within yourself, and really always like reminding you of who you are and that you have such an impact on other people. And it's also about you also choosing, in the beginning, I said you maybe have come from this phase where you were more to yourself, and now it's more about, saying yes to the world. But what I feel with you is like that it's really a dance for you. So sometimes you might want to like go more out into the world, but then it's also necessary for you to take some time for yourself. So that's what I'm also getting here, is that you create a better balance for you, that you are not like, over extending yourself, over giving, but you're also like making sure that you have enough recharge time for yourself, so that if you are showing up for people, you can really be in the highest, in your highest potential. You can really feel confident in what it is that you have to give. Because if you are not taking your time off, sometimes it can be very draining for you. And then you can also not be that shining, beautiful, positive version of you that I was explaining in the beginning. Um, yeah, what I'm also seeing here is there's a little bit of a fear of making decisions. And this is just about you knowing that whatever decision you are taking, there's always going to be, something that is protecting you. That's something that I want you to know. And I feel, okay, the mindset I want you to really embody with this year is that there's no way to fuck up what you are meant to experiences in this lifetime, what you are meant to embrace in this lifetime. Every decision is going to bring you closer to your purpose. It just might be in different kind of ways, but the essence stays the same. So there is a path for you that is already created, let's say. And no matter what decision you are taking, you're going to be always supported, and the decisions you are making are always leading to where you need to go. That's the kind of mindset I want you to embrace, because if you are consistently in this fear state of making decisions, then you are creating more fear in your life. You're creating more struggle in your life. And it's not about, not making any mistakes or, being fearful of making a failure, because as I said, there is no such thing as failure or making a mistake. Which there is only the energy behind the decision, meaning that if you are coming from a fear state, if you're coming from, oh my God, I need to take a decision, and I'm fearful of making the decision. If you're coming from that state, it's going to create more harm rather than positiveness in your life. But it's not about the decision itself, it's just about your state. There's a state you are in. So the more you can embrace decisions, the more you can embrace, changes, the better it is for you, for your unique energy, and you are going to thrive even more by making more decisions in your life. I hope this makes sense. So it's never going to be about the decision. It's just about the state you are in. And if you know that you are always going to be supported, there's no way you can fuck your purpose up. There's no way you can fuck up your path. Then this is going to be something that is helping you making decisions that feel like good in your body. You like really taking the time, you really feeling grounded in whatever you are choosing, and that is going to lead to more groundedness, more, abundance in the long run. I hope that makes sense. So this is the energy that I'm getting for pile one. Very beautiful pile one. So the pile two is the waterfall card, the waterfall. So let's see, pile two, the waterfall. What is your unique soul essence? What are you doing? What are you like expressing without even trying? What are you radiating without even trying? That's going to be the question for this one. Okay, we're going to drink. What are you radiating without even trying? Okay, interesting. Hmm. So I pulled the Six of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Six of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so what I'm feeling with this is that you have strong boundaries, group pile two. You have a very strong sense of self and very strong boundaries. I feel like you have gone through a lot in your life. You have you have gone through many challenges, through many ups and downs. And something you have learned is like inner strength. You have healed from, disappointment, from abandonment, from a lot of like, yeah, hard lessons. You've gone through a lot of hard lessons in your life, but you are, because what I'm seeing here is her dress, and the dress has roses on it. So for me, I feel like you are somebody who just like, yeah, you have gone through a lot of challenges in your life, but it didn't make you bitter at all. And actually, it's the opposite. So because you have gone through so many challenges in your past, you have developed a sense of beauty, a sense of radiance that is like anything, unlike anything else. So you are really like a flower almost that is open and beautiful, and you didn't take those challenges and like became bitter, as I said. No, you only grew through them, and you became more beautiful because of that. You became more light, you became more bright, you became more, yeah, more rich because of those experiences. Rich is actually the right word. You have like such a rich soul, and that's something that people really feel with you. I feel like you're somebody who can help people a lot through their own challenges because you have gone through so many of them. I feel like you are a healing force in this world. I feel like you're somebody who is actually meant to have a healing um, profession. Maybe you are also somebody who works in like metaphysics, you are maybe somebody who is a coach of some sort, or you are like a nurse or like a doctor or something like that, or therapist. So, like, you are very much about healing in this world. And what I'm also feeling with you is like forgiveness is a big part of your purpose. So you might had to forgive a lot of people in your life that have hurt you in the past, and that made you that made you feel more, yeah, I feel like you had to like forgive a lot of people in your past, and that just made you more beautiful again. So I feel like you are radiating harmony, balance. You are like coming into a room and people feel like very calm and very balanced when you are around them. Yeah, you have learned the power of forgiveness and how to heal your heart. And I feel like that's maybe also something that you are like inspiring other people with. There is a sense of also like innocence that is somehow surrounding you. I feel like maybe you are even somebody who looks a lot younger than you are. Maybe you're older actually, but people always like guess you younger because of your like beautiful and young and innocent appearance. And that innocence actually comes from the depth of your soul, the richness of your soul, because you have gone through a lot of like deep, deep healing processes. So I hope that makes sense. But I feel like you have like a very, maybe you had a very, very hard childhood. Maybe you had like you didn't feel like very um I feel like this is like the black sheep community, like people who just always felt a little bit misplaced in their environment in their early years, especially. Maybe you didn't have a lot of like, friends in school, or maybe there was like a feeling of not really belonging to the family you were born into. And yeah, you were just coming into this life with a lot of different traits from the people that were surrounding you, especially in your early childhood. And I feel like that what created a lot of like, um, that created a lot of conflicts, a lot of like feelings of, being not good enough, feeling not in the right place, feeling not belonging, feeling like you don't belong. And over the years, and um, yeah, I feel like you have really taken those early experiences that have, that have created a lot of inner struggle, and you have worked through those and you have healed from those, and you have really healed your heart, and you've forgiven a lot of the people that might have hurt you in the past, and that just made your soul so rich and so beautiful. And now you are just this healing force in people's life. You're just like, yeah, just a beacon of light. I also see like a star in their environment. You just like, yeah, you just have a very, very beautiful um light to you that people can see. What I'm also seeing with this here is you see they are both like from different ethnicities. So I feel like, as I said before, you might have felt that you don't belong in your early childhood. But over the years, you have met so many people that felt like, as a soul family, to you, that were from different countries, from different ethnicities, from different kind of, religions maybe, and you have felt like this belonging with them, and that has helped you heal from those early childhood experiences where you didn't feel like you actually belong. And now you are like having so many friends around the world. That's what I'm seeing with this. So this might be, this might be you have a lot of like friends that are different, that are from different parts of the world, and you just connect with them on a deep soul level. Or it just means that you're very, very open to those experiences, and that this has shaped you as well, and that you are, yeah, just somebody who a lot of people feel feel a sense of harmony with, a sense of balance with, and you just bring yeah, you just bring a lot of calmness into people's lives because of that. Now that's very beautiful. Okay, then the way people are impacted by you. I want to pull from my astrology card deck here. The way people are impacted by you. I already mentioned some of these things, especially your healing qualities I mentioned already, and your the depth of your soul and the richness of your soul is inspiring a lot of people, and you can help a lot of people to go through their own challenges. But I'm going to actually now check if there's something else that wants to come through. Okay, so the IC, I pulled the IC with the moon card. The IC is usually our private self, like the private um parts of ourselves, the things that we don't show to anybody. Um, it is also like just things that we are like bringing in from past lives, even. Um, I feel like you have a lot of wisdom because the owl is usually like a, sign of wisdom as well. And I feel like you are bringing already in a lot of wisdom from past lives. I feel like you are very familiar with shadow work, and I feel like you have integrated a lot of your own shadows, and that's also, I think, why you are radiating so well, because if we are having a lot of like suppressed parts within us that we are not aware of, that are just like guiding our experience without us being aware of it, without being integrated, it can make a person very, very um, pers- come across as very um, it can make people feel like uncomfortable around people who didn't integrate their shadows yet, because they have so many things within themselves that they don't see, and they're almost like not aware of their different parts and not really owning them, not really integrating them, and that makes people feel uncomfortable around these people who haven't like dealt with their shadows. I feel like because you have had so many experiences that were challenging, you have gone through a lot of shadow work, and that's why you are just somebody people really trust with their own shadows, somebody who people really trust with opening up, because you have this wisdom to you that it's just like, it seems like not from this world. It seems like out of this world, something that you only develop if you have gone through a lot of depth and a lot of challenge in many, many lifetimes. So I feel like, yeah, have you have this wisdom that makes people really feel like, that makes people really trusting you with their own shadows. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, you're just like, even maybe you're a shaman of some sort, or you're just somebody who, yeah, who brings a lot of wisdom, and a lot of like, people feel just trusting. They can trust you with their private stuff. They can really like share their deepest, darkest secrets with you. And it's like, you are not judging them for that. You are not like um sharing it with anybody else, but they can really trust you, that it's safe with you, that you see them, and that you are like always compassionate and, empathetic. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. So people really trust you with their private secrets, with their shadows, and that's something very beautiful. So I feel like for you, it's really important that you are in a profession where you are able to work with that, where you are able to work with people, where you have this healing, where you can express your healing gifts, where you can help people to go through that darkness. That's something that I'm really feeling with you. Okay, so that's that. Then So now I'm going to ask the tarot, what are you meant to express more boldly? What are the gifts you are meant to express you more boldly, so that you are even more confident within yourself? Hmm. I pulled the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a very strong woman who is really expressing her truth, who is really standing in her truth, who has great boundaries, but also is very wise and very, ambitious. So, okay, what I'm getting with this is that you might be somebody who feels like, because you are so well developed in your craft, because you have so much like experience with shadow work and with the depths of things, it's almost like you've not that you have neglected a little bit of the material world, but you know the importance of the inner world and how much importance it has. And sometimes, like, worldly things like creating wealth for yourself or like having a lot of people see you is something that isn't really comfortable for you or isn't something that you are really after, although it's something that is truly meant for you. So I feel like you might have still some, challenges with like marketing your services if you are self-employed, or you asking for the the price that is really fair. You're just like, I feel like you might have some struggles with like, selling your services or like being very ambitious about your work and bringing that work to many, many people, because there's almost a sort of like resistance towards those worldly material ideals or values. And for you, it's really important that you are allowing your ambitious side to come up more, because um, you know, those worldly things are a part of human expression, and you are really meant to reach a lot of people. You are meant to like work with a lot of people. And if you are like scared, or if you are fearful, or if you're challenged by like really sharing your services, this is not going to like help you in, expressing your uniqueness to the world. So your spirit team, the universe really wants you to know that it's safe for you to be ambitious. It's safe for you to like express yourself, to sell your services, because you have a lot of wisdom to give, and the universe really wants you to work with a lot of people. So I feel like that's maybe something that you have to develop even more. Also, what I'm getting now is like boundaries. Maybe you are somebody who is overgiving because you know how much you can help people, but you are maybe like sometimes struggling with like caring for yourself, with like being really, um, you know, yeah, caring for yourself, with allowing yourself enough space, enough time for yourself. And the Queen of Swords is somebody who has great boundaries, who knows what she deserves, who knows that she deserves, first of all, like, the right money for her services, the right amount of yeah, money for her services so that she can live comfortably. But she's also somebody who doesn't like take just any um, deal or just anything that doesn't really align with her values or makes her feel depleted. So there's something about boundaries and ambition that you have to like really step into more, even, being very strong in who you are, knowing your worth, and really standing up for yourself and really sharing your gifts in a confident way. in a true way, and not shying away from truth, not shying away from also like allowing yourself to, you know, cutting out the bullshit sometimes and really being strong and really being confident in what you want to say, and not trying to consistently shy away from triggering other people. That's what I'm also getting with this here, because you are meant to go into the depths with people. And if you are like, sugarcoating them, or if you are like worried that you might trigger some things within them, that is going to hinder your healing capacities, that's going to hinder your impact on them. So for you, it's really important that you know who you are. You are strong in your truth. You are expressing your truth with confidence, and you are like allowing yourself to also be ambitious. So yeah, that's something that I'm feeling with this here. Let's see, what's the next one? So what's holding you back from fully owning your uniqueness? I already mentioned some of them, but maybe let's see if there's something else wants to come through. Maybe some sort of limiting belief, some sort of past version of yourself. Maybe there's some more clarification on what I just said. Let's see. So I put the hangman. So this is something that is interesting. What's coming through is now I get like a projector vibe from this group. I don't know if you know about human design, if you know your human design, but this is very much giving me projector vibes, which is that you have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot of value, but it's very careful with whom you are sharing that value and that wisdom. So I feel like maybe you can see right through people. You have a lot of like knowingness of what people are like, what they are struggling with, or where they are blocking themselves from. But it's really about you knowing your wisdom, you knowing your worth, and really waiting until the other person is approaching you with their challenges, or asking you for advice, not giving them advice without them asking for it, because it's first of all, it's devaluing your wisdom, because the other person actually isn't able to really take it if they aren't ready, and you're just like, you're just wasting your energy. And it's way more it's way more efficient, way better if you're really waiting for the person to come to you, because then you also feel valued in your gifts, you also feel valued in your strength. And um, the other person, is also valuing your time more. That's what I'm getting with this. So in human design, we when it comes to projectors, we always say wait for the invitation from another person. And it's exactly because of that, because you have so much value to give. And if you're just like, throwing it out to everybody, if you're just like giving your wisdom and value away to everybody, even people who don't even like cherish that, or like know what it's worth, then you're just depleting yourself. So that's also actually tying in very well with what I just said before with the boundaries. I think it's also about you knowing who it is that you want to serve, and really letting people come to you, really letting people ask you for advice before you are just giving it away for free. And then also, with all of the money and abundance part, or ambition part, also really, asking for what you truly feel is going to be a fair price, and not just giving it away for free. Yeah, that's something that I'm getting with this here. Beautiful. Um, and how can you embody your soul signature with more confidence? I feel like been going into that already. But let's just see if there's something else that wants to come through here. Okay, I have balance, leadership, healing. Mm, I pulled the temperance. You can see that here. So again, what I want to say is I feel like it's for you, it's about really um not trying to overgive, trying to be there for everyone, but just really being um temperate. If I don't know if this is a word in English, but just being a little bit more like, okay, I'm not giving my energy to everybody. I'm just giving my energy to people who really deserve that. And if I really feel fulfilled, and if I really feel my cup is full. Again, with the projector part, I don't know. I'm just feeling like a big projector vibe here, but if you are not a projector, know that it's still like valid for you if you are resonating with this. I feel like you are somebody who might have overgiven in the past, especially with your gifts. And it's you have to really know that your gifts are so valuable and so important that it's way too important, way too valuable to just give it away like for free. So it's about really balancing giving and receiving for you. I feel like you're very called to also embody more of your receivership energy, meaning like you are really taking time for yourself. You are allowing yourself to be more in your feminine, like flowing. I see the water here, like being with your emotions, taking time for yourself. Mm, yeah, just being more aware of your energy and how much you can actually um, take on and be very mindful with that. And what I'm also now feeling is maybe you are working for yourself, as I said, or maybe you are working in a job, in a healing profession. But what's important for you is that you know that um, it's not always about quantity, it's about quality. So the more you are allowing yourself to take breaks for yourself, the more you are allowing yourself to rest, the better your work is going to be for other people. The more impactful you are with your work, the more your gifts are actually going to shine. It's about really self-care here, I feel like. Yeah, you're really meant to like really receive more from life by resting, by doing things that make you really um, be in your feminine, calm, relaxed. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So try to really uh, try to be aware of how much you give out and really make sure that it's balanced, that you are giving as much as you're receiving. And this means, for example, you taking on less clients, but you are going to charge more for the hour, something like this could be significant for you. Or like really going for a job that actually allows you to take off more time and is very well paid at the same time. I know it's always obviously not that easy to find sometimes, but I feel like the universe is really supporting you in that. And the more you are really believing that this is something you deserve and this is something that you are really here for, the universe will send you the right messages, the right like paths, the right opportunities to really step into this version of yourself more and yeah, just feeling worthy of your work and how much you can actually give by also giving back to you. So that's something that I'm getting here. Okay, that was pile number 2. Beautiful. Now let's see pile number 3. Pile number 3 was this lighthouse here. It's pile number 3. So what's the essence of your soul signature? So what are you radiating without even trying? That's what I'm checking here. What is your unique energy? What what is something that you are okay? What is something that you are radiating without even trying? Let's see what comes here. So I feel like you're somebody who's very active, who has a lot of energy. I'm getting like either manifestor or manifesting generator vibes. Ooh, okay. You have a lot of impact for sure. Yeah, manifestor or manifesting generator vibes I'm getting here. Manifesting generator probably in human design. So you're somebody who, okay. So you're somebody who is very, very active. You have a lot of impact on other people, and yeah, you radiate ambition. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm even getting a masculine energy here. On I'm actually feeling like masculine energy here. Like usually my clients are more like women. Um, and if you are a woman and you actually clicked on this pile, or you chose this pile, then this is a message for you that you are actually having a very powerful masculine energy, and that you are here to impact a lot of people. As I said, you are radiating manifestor, manifesting generator vibes, which means like that you are just somebody who is meant to reach a lot of people, who is meant to be um, seen by a lot of people. You have a very strong focus. I pulled the Eight of Wands, which is in the usual like in the traditional tarot deck. It talks about like a lot of energy, but what I'm seeing here is like she has this, bow and arrow in her hands, and she's like really focused on a goal. So this is giving me masculine energy, focused energy, but also yeah, very ambitious, very straightforward. You are meant to, yeah, have a lot of success in this lifetime. You are meant to impact a lot of people, I'm seeing here, and you are um, yeah, very strong personality I'm getting from this one. Also, what it could mean that you have like very strong Sagittarius placement. If you are, for example, like a Sagittarius in if you have like a sun sign, Sagittarius sun sign, or you are Sagittarius ascendant or something like that. That's what I'm also getting here. So maybe this is resonating with you. Um, but then also I have the High Priestess, which is very much about like the unseen, metaphysics, something that is not really visible, but you can only feel, a little bit like the other realms, the other worlds that are not like worldly, but just like, behind the veil, like all the energies that we can't see but are always there. The High Priestess is very, very tapped in. She's a feminine, yeah, she's like very feminine, very tapped in. So I feel like you have this very beautiful balance here between like strong ambition, like very, very focused masculine energy, and very impactful, but then you also have a sensitivity to you that is very, very feminine, very much, yeah, talking to the unseen. So you might be a leader of some sort. You might be somebody who is like in a leadership position. But I feel it's very much about your sensitivity and your intuition that is making you such a great leader. I feel like it's the balance between, you knowing your goals and knowing where you want to go, having strength, having ambition, but then also balancing that with your intuition, with your inner guidance system, because you have a very strong guidance system and a very strong connection to the other world. So that's what I'm seeing here. So it could be that you are, as I said, like having strong masculine energy, but what I'm also definitely sensing that there's a beautiful balance. And if you are a woman, you're definitely somebody who's meant for a lot of success, who's meant to be in the spotlight. And now I'm also getting the picture here because the lighthouse is your oracle card, and the lighthouse, the lighthouse is seen by from afar. The lighthouse is seen from far. So I feel like you are somebody who you might even work online, or you might work in a field where a lot of people are seeing you. Maybe you are on stage a lot. Maybe you are just, yeah, seen by a lot of people, or you are meant to be seen by a lot of people. If that's not happening for you right now, then this could mean that you are going to be seen by a lot of people. So yeah, that's so beautiful. And I also see the butterfly here. So you might be just in the beginning stages of that actually. So if you are not yet, then this could be something that is actually going to happen for you very, very soon. That's what I'm seeing here. Very beautiful energy. Yeah. So this is that. Then let's see, what else do we have? So how does your energy exactly impact other people? How does your energy exactly impact other people? Let's see. How does your energy impact other people? Ooh. Okay. Oh, wow. Beautiful cards. The King of Cups. So, yeah, also giving me like very, very divine masculine energies, very empathetic, very warm-hearted, very intuitive. Um, I feel like you are really guiding people. Um, And I also pulled the five of coins with this King of Cups. So I feel like you are helping, and this might even like, yeah, this also is very similar to actually group two. You are maybe guiding people through their challenges. You are somebody who helps them deal with like loss, with like challenges, but you are just really here to soothe them and to help them move through their own struggles in life. Yeah, because you have such a like kind-hearted, charismatic, warm-hearted nature, you are bringing a lot of like healing to other people as well. So I feel like it's about, yeah, you're very, very impactful when it comes to people going through difficulties in their life and seeing actually the beauty and the abundance within the challenges as well. This very much reminds me of group two. So if this is resonating with you, you might even want to check out group two. Um, Let me see if there's something else I want to say. I feel like you're also somebody who is very emotionally mature. Maybe you are working with emotions of some sort. You are working with people's emotions, like allowing them to feel more so that they can actually let go of some sort of baggage from the past. That's what I'm seeing. Also, she's crying in the picture. Do you see? And the King of Cups is very, very mature, emotionally mature. He's like a safe space for people. So you might be somebody who is like helping a lot of people to go through like difficulties, challenges, loss by feeling more of their emotions, by allowing their emotions to be there. That's something that I'm seeing here as well. Mm. Or you could be even somebody, because it's like the five of coins is also talking about loss in terms of financial loss, or not feeling like abundance, feeling like being left out in the cold. So you may be even like somebody who is working with people's emotions when it comes to abundance and money issues. That's what I'm also getting for some of you. This could be. something that you are working on with people, like letting go of like old experiences of the past, allowing them to feel more abundant, allowing them to feel more, you know, open to abundance, to money coming into their life by really letting go of old, like limiting beliefs, emotional baggage from the past. That's what I'm seeing here. Beautiful. Okay. So, group threes. What unique gifts or traits are you meant to express more boldly? So, where you can actually even be more bold in your expression, um, that will help you really express your uniqueness, really radiate more of your energy. So, where can you actually step into more boldly? What can you express more boldly? Ooh, strength card I pulled. Okay, it's like about courage, strength here. Let me feel into this. Getting another clarifier from my astrology deck, if this one. I feel like actually I'm reminded very much of Leo energy here. So yeah, maybe this could actually very well connect with that being seen part. You are meant to be seen by a lot of people, as I said. But what might hold you back currently is you feeling scared of actually being seen, you feeling scared of, you know, being the center of attention, you feeling scared of allowing yourself to be really fully seen for who you truly are, and like being very out there. That's something that might be a bit challenging for you. Also, yeah, okay. So because now I pulled the Cancer card, it might be, um, yeah, you might try to protect yourself a little bit. And that's what, yeah, I feel like you might hide your strength and your actual, you might hide a little bit from expressing yourself. And that's what keeps you, um, in this like pattern of dimming your, yeah, I feel like you're dimming your light currently, and that's what the guides are showing me, that you are here to be the lighthouse, and if the lighthouse is dimming its light, nobody can see the lighthouse. So you're really encouraged here to know that you are meant to be seen, and it's about you really embracing that. It's about you really allowing yourself to be seen and working with everything that is currently blocking you. The next question is actually about what's blocking you currently. So I might just like actually ask, what is that fear that is currently blocking you from really shining your lights? Yeah, fear of success. Okay. What is currently blocking you from shining your light fully? The Page of Swords again. For the third time in a row, I'm pulling this card. Get another one of this. Yeah, there's a new beginning for you when it comes to your career. I feel it's about allowing your maybe it's about shame, letting go of shame around, oh, letting go of shame around being successful and being seen. It's like almost giving me this like of who am I to be seen? Who am I to be seen? Like maybe you had like maybe you had childhood experiences where it was always about, you know, where you were like shamed for being out there, like wanting to show yourself, or like yeah, maybe in your upbringing or in your family, it wasn't seen as something that to strive for, being like seen. I'm also getting like witch wounds kind of like energy. So maybe you have like even because you drew a lot of attention to you and in a past life you were killed. It's like literally being scared of attention, being scared of being seen because it might have meant death for you in a past life, and that's why you're scared of it. Um, but you're really meant to like be seen, and you're really meant to be successful with whatever it is you are doing. You're meant to be impactful. So the more you can let go of that shame around being like in the spotlight, the easier it will get for you. Let me pull some more cards on this. How can you actually um, let go of that shame around this here? Let's see, the higher self has some good advice for us here. What's helping you to let go of that shame? I feel like what I'm getting now is just like stepping into the light, just doing it, just do it, like the Nike slogan, just putting yourself out there over and over again, being more comfortable, letting your system know it's safe. Also, like, you know, talking to yourself whenever you are in a situation where you are getting a lot of attention, that you know you don't have to be like perfect. You can just be yourself. You know, people want to see you in your authenticness. Okay, being okay now, the card that I'm getting here with this is the Nine of Cups. So it's about you being really optimistic, knowing that this is actually what's meant for you, that you are seen, that you are somebody who is going to have a lot of impact. You cannot do anything about it. It's actually just a matter of time. And what the universe wants you to be is optimistic. It's really like looking into a bright future, always reminding you of this is not something that my ego is telling me. No, it's something that my soul is telling me. I'm here to be seen. I'm meant to express myself openly. Maybe you have even like Leo placements. I'm getting like even Charon in Leo, or like a sun in Leo that is like, you know, impacted. Or that has a lot of like aspects to it. If you have like in an astrology, if you have like, you know, aspects like challenging aspects like a square or an opposition to your sun, that means that, you know, it's very hard for you, or you are challenged with expressing yourself, although you are meant to express yourself boldly, although you're meant to be like this light, this guiding light for others, although you are meant to shine in this world, it's not coming that easy to you because of a lot of past like issues and experiences, and also maybe like you know, conflicting desires within yourself, but you are meant to really step into the light. You are meant to really step into like more of your Leo qualities. Leo is really about self-expression. And what I'm seeing here is just being fun, being joyful, like doing the things that you are doing with joy. Like really don't try to, you know, do something that doesn't feel like you. Like allow yourself to be you, allow yourself to be just yeah joyful about the things you're doing. You don't have to do things that you don't want to do. That's what I'm getting here. So be excited, put yourself out there more and more. Be optimistic about the future, about your career, especially. And yeah, that's something that I'm getting from this year. So it's really about you knowing, first of all, that you are meant to do this and you are meant to be impactful in the world. And that it's all a matter of time, basically, what I'm seeing here. And the last question is going to be, how can you embody more of your soul signature with more confidence? I feel like that's actually already the message, but I got another card, which is the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is a very passionate energy. It's a very fiery energy. It's very much about the impulses. So if you feel like excited about something, really know that the universe is guiding you to do it. Don't hold back. um, Let yourself be guided by your excitement. That's what I'm getting here. Let yourself be guided by your passion, by your excitement. Focus on the things that really feel good to you, that really bring joy to you. Really make it a priority to feel joy on a daily basis. And, don't entertain things that don't feel like actually are giving you energy. Don't entertain ideas, don't entertain situations, don't entertain people that are not nourishing your inner fire, that are not supporting your inner fire. That's what I'm getting here. So if you feel drained with something, if that something doesn't really feel like you, then either like do less of it, take a step back, or know sometimes we are doing the right thing that actually is creating a lot of joy for us, or would create a lot of joy for us, but our like fears around like coming across in a certain way, being perceived in a certain way, all the censoring that we are doing internally is actually making whatever we feel joyful about not joyful anymore. So this, for example, I love to do these YouTube videos for you, but I feel like in the past I've a lot censored myself. I've a lot like filtered myself because I was so afraid of like, being perceived in a certain way or not being liked by certain people or whatever it was. And so I was like consistently like filtering my own words. I was consistently censoring myself, and that actually took away the joy from what I was actually doing. Versus nowadays, I'm much more confident in doing these videos. I'm much more excited about them because I know I'm not censoring myself anymore. I'm not like trying to, and sometimes obviously it's not like something that you just like drop and then it's never going to appear. But I just feel so much more confident, and I just feel like so much more safe within my expression. And that what makes it actually joyful. So just because you feel drained by whatever it is that you are doing at the moment, know that it's not always about the task itself. It can also be about the ideas, the patterns, the thoughts that you have that are like surrounding that thing, and that you are meant to let go of by really being positive, by really being optimistic, by consistently reminding you of that you are meant to be seen, you are meant to step into your light, you are meant to have a lot of impact, and people really need your essence, people really need your gifts. So I hope that makes sense. All right. I really loved this reading. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you actually picked pile 3, then please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback as well if it resonated. And without further ado, I'm wrapping up this video. I am so happy that you were here, and I see you in my next one. Bye, loves.